So, Brett, with $10,000 down, your payment choices are $1,410 to $1,420 at 48, $1,004 to $1,014 at 72, or right in the middle, best of both worlds, you had $1,166 to $1,176. Which one works best for you?
Honestly, I'm not comfortable with any of those. I would probably go long term, but that $1,000 is too much.
So what you're saying is $1,004 to $1,014 is too much.
That is too much.
Okay, I hear you, Brett. I hear that a lot. Payments have never been higher than they are these days, so I certainly understand. Other than the payment, though, everything else is cool. Nothing else stops you from taking delivery, correct?
Nope, love the
Okay.
car.
I tell you what. Let's take the worst case scenario. Let's take 1,014 at 72 months. This is what you don't want to do. I get it. But what I'm going to say next is almost going to sound like a riddle. Look, everybody knows that automobiles and trucks depreciate. They don't depreciate like they used to, but they still are going to depreciate. Your Wagoneer is a gorgeous vehicle, but if you use it like you intend on using it, it's probably going to depreciate, right?
Right.
Everybody knows that. But what not everybody knows is every time they make a payment on a vehicle, they are creating cash value in that vehicle. Has anybody ever explained this concept to you?
No.
Okay. Let me tell you how it works. Here's what you don't want to do. And by the way, the graphics are very important here. The graphics are all squares and rectangles, but they're graphics nonetheless. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to write a check for $1,014. You don't want to sign it. You don't want to make it out to a lender. I get that. Because when you do that and you send it to the lender, Brett, I'm going to guess you think, like everybody else thinks, that the lender keeps all that money, right? And you never see another penny of it back, correct?
Right.
That's not exactly true. Because when you make that 72nd payment, okay, 6 years from now, what comes back to you in the mail a couple weeks later? A title. Except it's a special title. Right now the vehicle's got a title. It's got our name on it and whoever we floor plan with name on it. And in a week or two it'll have your name on it and another lender's name on it, okay? But when it comes back to you, it's only got one name on it. That's your name. It's called free and clear. Now the question I've got for you is, if you drive this Wagoneer like you intend, what do you think? And you don't crash it, you don't trash it, but you just use it normally. What do you think it'll be worth in 6 years? It's an $85,000 vehicle. What do you think it'll be worth in 4 years, or 6 years? 6 years.
30 grand, I don't know.
Let's say $30,000. I think that's very conservative. So here's the scenario. 6 years from now, you've got no car payment at all. Okay? You've got a $30,000 paid for asset. You got a phone on you?
I do.
Do me a favor. Divide 30,000 by 72.
$416.
460. Let's run it to 417. Do you know what that 417 represents, Brett?
I do not.
It represents the amount of money that is building cash, that's building cash value in your vehicle out of the 1014 gross payment you make. So if you're writing a check for $10,000 or $1,014 and 417, literally, metaphorically speaking, is going right back to your title, what are you really paying to drive the vehicle? $597.
603 actually.
603, thank you. You're paying $603 a month to drive the vehicle. I need your okay down here so I can get your Wagoneer ready for delivery.
Okay.
Okay? Sebastian, do you see how that works? You have to practice this. This is not hard, but I mean, the math is not hard at all. The math is divide what the vehicle is worth at the end of the term by the term of the loan, and then subtract that from the gross payment. It's designed to show the customer that they're really not paying in this case, $1,014 a month, because 417 is coming back to them every single month. And the Harley Davidson guy said, Steve, the resale values were so high on the residuals at this time. They were like 75% for 3 years.
A beautiful number.
Oh, yeah, shit. I mean, I've used this since I've learned it, and it's been the single most effective payment justification strategy I've ever seen.
But that's only gonna work for a guy who doesn't like the payment, not a guy that can't afford the payment. He's just on the wrong-
You're 100% right. If the guy can't stroke a check
He's on
for
the wrong
10/14, he's on the wrong vehicle. But and again, I know that sometimes we're putting them on wrong vehicles because they won't get off the wrong vehicle, right? Okay, if I can't have that, I'm not taking anything. Okay, for those people, if you want to create a delivery, you got no choice except to drop the gross profit. But I would try this on everybody first. Show them the payment in a different light.